Hello, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I react to another Boracity Magazine video. So today I am going back to Boracity Magazine, and you know how much I love her work. You know, she has the facts. Anyway, so today I saw one video that I have not watched before. I think it's called the Elite Four. And so let's go check out what it is. Let's go. What's with my hair? Anyway, okay, let's go. Okay, making sure my closed caption is on. Good.
On August of 2020,
I think my channel is kind of BTS channel also. BTS and my travel nonsense channel. Okay.
an esports writer tweeted,
Okay, sorry, start again. Okay.
On August of 2020, an esports writer tweeted 4 pictures with the caption The Elite Four of South Korea. The pictures included the film director.
So we have Elite Four South Korea, and in my opinion, BTS is the 7 wonders of South Korea.
Bong Joon-ho, the soccer player
Yes.
Song Hun-min, the band BTS, and a professional gamer, Faker. This tweet became really
Faker was on one of the Run BTS episode, right? And I think there was some news lately about Faker and all his teammates who won the gamer challenge or some kind of award. Then they are exempt from military, and I think there was some debate about why they are exempt, why they can be exempt, what BTS cannot. So you know, that's for another talk. Hopefully Boracity Magazine will do an article, do a video about that. Let's see. But let's get back to this one.
popular and was reported by South Korean media. This article said, to US ESPN, Bong Joon-ho, BTS, Song Hun-min, and Faker are the South Korean Elite Four. Responses include they are Korea's pride, people who represent 4 fields of film, sports, games, and music, and living legends who broke language barriers, stereotypes, and prejudice. Nate Sports living legends who broke language barriers, stereotypes, and prejudice. Nate Sports reports that some also argue that other professionals like figure skater Kim Yuna should be included. I also saw a comment of someone wanting to include the professional baseball pitcher Hyun Jin-ryu. So while some people will want to transform the Elite Four into an Elite 5 or even an Elite 6 to include these other 2 athletes, others prefer to choose the one in each field who is breaking language barriers, stereotypes, and prejudice. The ones who are bringing more fans and tourists to South Korea. The ones who are having a bigger impact in the world. And
yes, I agree. You know, we're only 1 minute in, but I agree with this 4 because, well, maybe the 3 because I'm not really into games, but I do know Fakers through BTS, Run BTS. The director, because of him, I started to watch more Korean movie. He's the one who introduced the Parasite, right? That's a great movie. And through Parasite, I love the Parasite noodle. You know, that's a different story. And BTS introduced me to K-pop, the Korean music, where the Sun Hyung-min, we call him Sunny. I'm not really into sports, but my loves him. Sun Hyung-min is my son's hero, so that's how I got into. Well, I didn't get into soccer, but I kind of like tolerate my son and my husband talking about soccer around me, because before that I was like, don't talk about sports around me. I don't know anything about sports. But anyway, let's get back. So I agree. I'm in agreement with the Elite Four. Other than Faker, because I really don't know him and I have not gone into gaming just because of him. But the other 3, yes.
in sports, that is soccer player Song Hun-min.
Yes.
But I'm not here to say that it's better to choose the best one in the sports field to put them in the Elite 4 or to transform it into an Elite 5 or 6. I just want to point out that the conversation was really about sports because there are more than one influential person in sports.
Yes.
But basically, everyone agrees about the other fields. The world of K-dramas and K-movies has gained a lot of popularity in the past decade, but it was Bong Joon-ho's Oscar wins what makes him the most impactful of the South Korean's film industry. The world of games is kind of new in the entertainment world, and there are actually quite a few professional gamers in South Korea who are worldwide champions, but many choose Faker as the representative because he had an impact in his game's history. The same thing happens with BTS. Really, no one is challenging the idea that they are the global representatives of South Korean music.
If anyone if anybody is challenging that BTS is the representation of K-pop globally, then we need to have a conversation.
Because no other musical artist in South Korea has had the same achievements and impact as BTS. Most people agree that Bong Joon-ho, BTS, and Faker are the biggest in their fields. That is, except for one person, and it's a famous person. This is the South Korean rapper Jay Park.
Oh, he doesn't agree? Okay. But I thought he is he is in friendly relationship with BTS. So what's going on here?
When everybody started talking about this Elite Four of South Korea, Jay Park wanted to include himself in the conversation. To do this, he removed the gamer Faker and replaced him as one of the Elite Four.
What?
He tweeted, "What BTS has done for K-pop, what Jay Park has done for K-hip-hop, what Bong Joon-ho director has done for the Korean film industry. All very different lanes, but all historic nonetheless. And if you disagree, you're just a..."
I would not call myself a hater, but hip-hop is the same as music industry. So we're talking about industry, we're not talking about genres here, right? So we're talking about the film industry, the music industry, the gaming industry, and the sports. So I would think hip-hop is part of the music industry of South Korea. It's just a genre. So, okay, let's continue.
Hater. This was back in 2020, but he continued promoting this narrative for years. Even now, in 2023, he is still trying to make this song a thing, in which he includes himself in the Elite Four.
Let me tell you, BTS, Bong Joon-ho, Sonheung-min, Jay Park. Let me tell you, BTS, Bong Joon-ho, Sonheung-min, Jay Park. Let's go. Let me tell you, BTS, Bong Joon-ho, Sonheung-min.
So to start, many found very disrespectful of Jay Park to take Faker out of the picture to put himself as part of the Elite Four. I'm not really into the world of video game championships, but I really couldn't find a single comment arguing to remove the game field out of the Elite Four. Second of all, he said that these are all very different lanes, but all historic nonetheless. But he's basically saying that the lanes are film, sports, music, and music.
Yeah.
And that just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's like, is a hip-hop part of the music industry? Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Jay Park is a very good rapper. Do I listen to his music? No, but when it does come up on Spotify, most of the time I will let it play. I will not skip. I find him to be very interesting to listen to because I don't understand rap, but I think he does rap well. Okay, so, but like she said, and as I mentioned before, right, hip-hop is part of the music industry.
The biggest in music are BTS and BTS only. There's really no other South Korean artist from any genre that has had the same impact.
Of course, some I'm sorry I keep pausing, but some other people might argue that Blackpink is as big. My personal opinion is no. But no. Okay, that's again another conversation.
Impact as BTS. It's not only about the awards and recognition they get in worldwide award shows, worldwide charts, and the global music industry. It's about their impact in music history, in the global pop culture. It's about how they open the doors for the entire South Korean music industry. It's
like the Pave the Way video, right? They paved the way. They did not start the K-pop industry, but they definitely paved the way for the others K-pop artists into the global world.
About how they bring billions of dollars every year to South Korea. It's about how they bring tons of tourists to their country. It's about how just one of their songs created almost 8,000 jobs in South Korea.
What? Oh my goodness. Good for them.
Korea. All of this is a direct consequence of BTS's impact. The same way, it's not simply about Bong Joon-ho's recognition by Western film award shows, it's about his impact. His movie Parasite had an impact not only in South Korea, but also in the history of the film industry. The same with
and not only the film industry, right? Because of Parasite, it opened up doors for K-dramas. Do you see how many K-dramas currently are on Netflix? How many people are watching K-dramas? Even my husband, my husband is watching K-drama one after another, and he loves it. Well, he does watch a lot of dramas from different languages, in different languages, but but we started, at least he started it from Parasite. So that's a big impact.
BTS. It's about their impact in the history of music and entertainment. Video games are a new field of entertainment, but now it's a thing that is taken seriously, especially in South Korea. And out of all the successful South Korean professional gamers, Faker is not only considered a League of Legends superstar, he is also the most successful player in the game's history. What Jay Park tried to do by inserting himself as the representative for K-hip-hop and making BTS a representative only for K-pop and not for music is something similar to what people try to do by including Kim Yoona as a representative for figure skating as well as Son Heung-min as a representative for soccer. South Koreans have pride in both of these athletes, each under a different sports field. The difference is that South Koreans were the ones debating about the sports representatives, while Jay Park was the only one who brought himself into the conversation.
Okay, so he's the only one who believed that he's part of the Elite Four. Only one.
He chose himself as a legend in South Korea when no one thought about him. This makes Jay Park not only seem goofy, pretentious, and not humble at all, but also like a liar. Let me overthink this for a minute because why not? When we talk about baseball pitcher Hyunjin Ryu, soccer player Son Heung-min, and figure skater Kim Yoona, we talk about three people who many argue are the most successful Koreans in their respective field. But soccer player Son Heung-min is the quote-unquote chosen one in the sports field of the Elite Four because 1. Kim Yoona is retired, and 2. Even if she becomes the most popular South Korean figure skater in the world, the relevance and impact of soccer is bigger and more
Yeah, I think so, because soccer is globally played throughout the years, right? And it's recognized. I don't know, I don't want to downplay figure skating, but figure skating, we only watch figure skating in, at least for me, Olympics. So 4 times, every 4 years. But soccer is every year, whole season of the year, right? So it's a different sport, and Son Heung-min does bring more impact to Korea because, like I said, I know nothing about Yoona, but Son is everywhere.
Powerful worldwide. The soccer industry is more monetarily valuable and more part of pop culture than any other sport. So there will be more people around the world who recognize.
Yeah, I'm sorry I keep pausing. You see people wearing jerseys, soccer jerseys. You don't see people wearing, any sponsored figure skating dresses, right?
And follow soccer player Son Heung-min than figure skater Kim Yoona. In other words, his impact is bigger because soccer's impact is bigger. Is it unfair? Sports. Maybe it is. But the global impact of soccer and soccer players is undeniable. Now, whether you agree or disagree, this reasoning was applied by Jay Park and his followers wanting him to be considered part of the elite of South Korea as a representative of K-hip-hop. They argue that sure, BTS has the most impact in music, but that is only because they make K-pop music. And just like soccer, K-pop is more valuable and recognized than K-hip-hop or figure skating. But I think this reasoning will only harm Jay Park's chances to be part of the elite of South Korea. Because to start, Jay Park is not the most representative, he's not the biggest, and in my opinion, he's not the best in K-hip-hop. His song about the Elite Four is a joke.
Music show is one of the 3 shows out of the whole world. First one is Jimmy Fallon, second is Jimmy Kimmel, and third is the Conan O'Brien. So,
Hey!
So, second is Jimmy Kimmel. And third is the Conan O'Brien. So, so this is not that big, but you know.
Nugents, I've Lutherphim.
이영지, let's go. BTS, 봉준호, 손흥민, 최민kai, let's go.
BTS, 봉준호, 손흥민, 김선우, let's go.
Everyone's making fun, right?
사과, let's go.
I'd rather be lost in the light, lost in the light. I'm out of my mind.
After receiving the obvious backlash, Jay Park justified himself by tweeting, "When it comes to hip-hop though, K-pop does not have the most authentic image, and that's just the truth. So me trying to make things happen in that field and also being Asian, I've come across some difficulties." With this response, he's trying to do two things. First, he says that he has come across some difficulties in the industry because of being Asian. But this narrative doesn't work in K-hip-hop because everyone in K-hip-hop is
Is Asian, right?
Therefore, he's now putting himself in the context of hip-hop in general. But this makes him look even crazier because at least in K-hip-hop, he is a recognizable figure. But in global hip-hop,
He's not.
he is nobody. He says that he has come across some difficulties, and I believe him. But that's exactly my point. The big barriers are still there. He didn't transcend anything. He didn't help other South Korean rappers in the global scene. Like the other figures part of the Elite Four help people from their field. But do you know who took down the first basic barrier for Korean rappers? BTS. That is my second point. Jay Park says that K-pop does not have the same authentic image that he as a hip-hop artist has, ignoring the fact that BTS are an anomaly in K-pop. Them being authentic and different is the main reason why they stand out among the hundreds of K-pop groups. Like Jay Park says, K-pop does not have the most authentic image, but BTS does. And that's why they became astronomically bigger and more impactful than all the other K-pop groups
Put
combined.
together,
Other
yeah.
groups had a ton of budget managed by the biggest music labels in South Korea. BTS didn't. These music labels had the resources to spend millions in the training of their stars. BTS's label didn't.
No.
Others in K-pop had the resources to hire the most expensive producers, directors, and musicians from the world, but BTS didn't. These privileged groups Jay Park accuses of being inauthentic do not include BTS. So why
And wasn't Jay Park from one of those authentic labels? If I recall, was he part of 2 p.m.? Right? He was, right? Let me know.
Why is he reducing BTS's impact to just K-pop when their impact is a result of their distance from K-pop? BTS are global artists and without a doubt the biggest South Korean artists in music, even
Yes.
the biggest Asian artists
Yes.
in music. No one comes close. In my opinion, this happened because of
Yes.
their authenticity. The
Agree.
inauthentic image of K-pop actually made things harder for BTS. They didn't only have to cross a language barrier and a cultural barrier to be recognized in the world. They also had to cross a barrier within their own
Yeah, people in South Korea don't even like them at the beginning. I don't know if they still like them. I don't know if South Koreans like BTS now. I think their BTS are more popular and they see the benefit of BTS to their country. They are more accepting of BTS. And last time when I was in Korea last month, I do see a lot of BTS merchandise because, stupid people like us, right? As tourists, we like to buy those kind of things. But, yeah.
country. The barrier of inauthenticity in K-pop that exists in South Korea and also the world. BTS don't only write their own lyrics, but they also worried from day one about their message. They constantly care about their music direction. But the K-pop label is sometimes detrimental to all of their efforts, insinuating that K-pop's inauthentic image is associated with BTS when their success is a result of their effort to break that exact mold is insulting and flat out false. The Elite Four of South Korea include people who broke language barriers, stereotypes, and prejudice. And neither Jay Park nor any other South Korean singer is doing this. Maybe they want to and they are trying their best, but the impactful ones are BTS. Denying that is just delusional. Jay Park says that he's trying to make things happen in that field, whether it is the hip-hop field.
What field? K-hip-hop field? Why is he trying to make it happen? It's already there. There are plenty of K-hip-hop rappers there. So what's he trying to do?
or the K-hip hop field. But he is probably the worst or one of the worst examples in K-hip hop when it comes to authenticity. There is a big irony in diminishing BTS, claiming they are inauthentic artists because they are supposedly K-pop, when your entire brand is doing cultural appropriation. Jay Park raps about being authentic while he almost comically acts like a caricature of American rappers.
Okay, I don't want to get into the discussion of cultural appropriation. I know it's a very sensitive topic. A lot of time I would like to think of, here's a different story. I think most people who were accused of cultural appropriation, they might not have that intent, because a lot of time we do that because we like the culture, we admire the culture. That's what we want to assimilate or copy what they're doing. For example, like Chinese dresses. There's so many people wearing Chinese dresses, the longsan, qi pao out there, right? Do we consider them cultural appropriation? No, because to us, at least to me, I like to see foreigners wearing our traditional outfit, because to me, it's their way of showing that how much they like my culture. So I know it's very sensitive topic. I think it's a fine line between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation. Depends on how you portray. When you do, for example, he's doing the break, the way how you carry yourself. If you're doing it as a downgrading behavior, then yes, I do not condone that, but I think it's a very fine line.
Of the ones who invented hip hop.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move.
It can be unfortunate for jealous singers and rappers that BTS do not focus on pop music. They do all kinds of genres, so they are globally recognized in different genres. BTS crosses over so many music barriers. This is not similar to Song Min's situation, in which he is only successful in soccer and not in many sports. So there can be some kind of debate over that. But BTS's success, and most importantly, BTS's impact, goes beyond pop music. Sure, their pop songs are the most recognized in pop culture, but since BTS has 3 rappers and 4 vocalists, the BTS rappers are actually the most recognized South Korean rappers. There's no other rapper from South Korea who has entered hip-hop global charts. BTS have global achievements for their hip-hop albums, their hip-hop songs, their hip-hop music videos. The BTS rappers have worked with the hip-hop artists Jay Park loves to copy: Wale, J. Cole, Warren G, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Lil Nas X, Juice WRLD. This is the impact the BTS rappers have in K-hip-hop. Some legendary rappers have worked with South Korean rappers. And who are these South Korean rappers? BTS. So again, the most impactful South Korean artists in music, no matter the genre, are BTS.
It's BTS.
When it comes to music, they are the only ones at the moment who can be part of the elite 4 of South Korea. If you want to discuss other artists who are maybe not as astronomically recognized as BTS, we can still talk about other South Korean artists who are influential. But you won't see these artists insert themselves into the elite 4. That is not legendary behavior. When Jay Park released his silly rap song including himself in the elite 4, he received obvious backlash, but he was still shameless enough to perform it in front of J-Hope of BTS and directly ask for his approval on live television.
그래서 제 무대를 지켜봤잖아요. 거기에 딱 BTS, 봉준호, 손흥민, J-Park 했을 때 좀 기분이 어땠어요?
아니 저는
와,
일단
shameless.
해주신 거니까 가슴이 뜨거워지죠.
아 진짜로요?
네.
와우.
그리고 저는 사실 개인적으로 형님도 정말 되게 여러 번 반복을 하고 노력을 하고 지금의 이 자리에 또 만들어주신 분이라고 또 생각이 들어가지고 거기에 그런 과정도 되게 리스펙을 하게 되고 예.
감사합니다.
그런 또 형님이 어떻게 보면 또 샤라웃을 해주시니까 예스
Jay Park's fans use this humble
That was a good response from J-Hope, Not a direct response with the approval, not but say, yeah, I acknowledge that you've tried very hard. I'm thankful that you shout out BTS. That's it.
어떻게 보면 또 샤라웃을 해주시니까
Jay Park's fans use this humble response by J-Hope to say that if BTS accepts Jay Park as legendary, so should we. But first of all, pay close attention to
No,
what
he didn't
J-Hope is
say.
saying. He first says that he thinks Jay Park has tried many times and worked hard to be where he is today. He's basically recognizing his efforts,
yes.
but he cannot celebrate his impact because what impact? J-Hope says that he respects Jay Park's process and continues saying that he felt honored to be part of Jay Park's shoutout. This response to Jay Park's backhanded compliment, although extremely respectful, is not the same as BTS's response to other real, legendary South Korean artists, such as Psy, Epic High, and Seo Taiji.
Yeah.
Psy recognizes BTS as legends and not himself.
BTS 후배님들이 저의 한을 풀어줄 팀입니다.
I watched that I watched the interview. I'll put it somewhere. I don't know. I might not put it anywhere, but I watched the interview. It was one of the week-long Yoongi military send-off celebration. So if you're interested, go watch that. But
As legends and not himself.
BTS 후배님들이 저의 한을 풀어줄 팀입니다.
Epic High recognizes BTS as legends but not themselves. The same way, BTS recognizes Psy, Epic High, and Seo Taiji as legends in South Korean music but not themselves, never themselves, especially when they are directly being praised by them. These impactful artists don't beg BTS to be recognized because they don't need to, so they will confidently praise BTS's obvious bigger impact and BTS will praise them back. This doesn't mean that BTS is less influential and impactful than these other artists. It's a respect thing.
Yes.
Artists say to BTS that they are legendary and BTS responds, no, you are. You cannot take out this context to claim that BTS admitted they didn't pave the way. They did and everyone knows that. But BTS's response will always be
Yes.
humble. So some people can deny it all they want. But everyone, including the real elite of South Korea, knows who the real representative in music is.
방탄소년 손흥민 선수님 요즘에 봉준호 감독님 그리고 백 수저 뽑혔더라고요.
네, 그런 이야기를 제가 들었는데 사실 저랑 같이 언급되신 분들도 굉장히 세계적인 문화적인 스타에도 자부심을 가지고 있었는데 그렇게 말씀해 주시니까 기분이 좋습니다.
I'm a big fan of BTS. I think they're also national hero. You know what they do is for Korean people makes really proud. Then I'm grateful, that they are here. They make
That's so
South Korea
sweet.
big and big. I think I'm so grateful.
Who are the most famous people or person in South Korea, would you say?
I think BTS would be up there. Obviously, I think they're massive, and yeah, I'm a big fan of BTS 한 팬으로 신곡이 나오는 거에 대해서 진심으로 축하드립니다. 또 BTS를 또 제가 열심히 응원하고 BTS 분들처럼 또 좋은 영향을 끼칠 수 있도록.
이미 좋은 영향이십니다.
BTS가 누리는 그 파워와 힘은 저의 한 3,000배는 넘는 거니까요.
아니 봉준호 감독님이랑 BTS가 국기 선언하면 뭐 하냐고요? 예? 이런 놈들이 한국 망신 다 시키는데.
That's all the what's the name? Vincenzo. If you have not watched this drama, you should. It's funny. It's a little dark, a little violent at times, but it's funny. Okay, I want to watch that again.
아니 봉준호 감독님이랑 BTS가 국기 선언하면 뭐 하냐고요? 예? 이런 놈들이 한국 망신 다 시키는데. 안 그렇습니까, 손님?
I think that clip was when he was robbed. I think he was robbed in the oh no, he got picked up by this taxi and the taxi driver robbed him. But that's the end. Okay, I think I've talked about my thoughts throughout the video already because I paused so much. But yeah, so that's it for today, and I hope you enjoy my nonsensical rambling along the video. But until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.